Hello and welcome to Gamerscope. I am Ian McGill, aka Red Runner.
And I am Brad FF7.
Welcome to the game of Order versus Chaos. On the side of the Order, we have Royal Force as Apollo as the ADC, and Mr. 357 as Athena as the tank. We have Taishan as the Ao Kuang in the middle lane. We have Jordan Main as the solo lane Hebo, and we have Grishank as Thor in the jungle.
And on the side of Chaos, we are going to see a Rickman SV1. I just butchered that name on that Hunter in that playing as Artemis. We're going to see Bart Z752 on that Geb in the support role. We're going to see Chris Pocket on that Agni. We're going to see Lazarus in that jungle with the Mercury, and we're going to see Stabby the Bear in that solo lane with the Hercules.
Yeah, already we're seeing a little bit of aggression coming out. That Apollo almost going down to Geb and Artemis in the Gold Fury Lair, so having to go back and get his health back and then go back to lane. Almost got a kill over for Chaos.
Yeah, again, taking down to about half health, forcing him in the back. Luckily, it happened soon enough that he's not going to miss anything. So they're just walking back to their buffs. Going to be a usual start, it looks like. Looks like everyone's just lining up to start things off. Normally, no invades, nothing of any interest at this point yet.
Yeah, looking at the builds, we're going to see pretty much standard builds. We are going to see over on the side of Chaos that Lassus going to not go tier 2 on the Wrath of the Gods, but go tier 1 in favor of getting his boots early on, which is something Mercury is do a lot more than most junglers, just because of the movement speed giving extra damage.
Yeah, so other than that, we're not seeing anything really different out of the builds. We're seeing two uncommon sashes coming out from Hebo and Taichian, maybe going into those Warlock sashes with those. Those are some pretty popular items nowadays on most mages, getting them that tankiness so they don't get blown up as easily.
Yeah, it's a really good item for mages to stay in the fight a little bit longer than most. Also, on Lassus, I just want to point out that Run.exe Mercury, a really nice looking skin, and you'll see throughout the game it changes colors, which is a nice little addition that they added.
Yeah, it is one of the cooler skins they've released lately. We've actually seen a lot of cool skins coming out lately, so I'm really excited, especially for that whole Odyssey thing, which is going to release, I believe, 21 new skins in the next 21 weeks, which is going to be awesome. We're actually going to see a First Blood coming over on the right side, Stabby the Bear, killing that Hebo in that solo lane for that First Blood.
Yeah, we see Hebo versus Hercules is a pretty good matchup in Hercules' favor. We're going to see a lot of aggression coming out from Order, or Mercury going really, really deep, but bringing that Thor really, really low. Thor is in trouble now. Thor going to go down to Lassus, and now Royal Force is in trouble. Royal Force is being taken out just by basic attacks, but he's going to try and hide in the camp, but it's not going to be enough if finally Artemis picks up that kill with a basic attack, and now Lassus is going to have to pull off. No, Lassus wants to keep going for it. They're going to keep going on this Athena.
They have 4 men here. They can pick up this kill on Athena if they commit enough. Thor is rotating over after already falling, and they are going to pick up that kill. Mercury's going to throw special delivery. He's going to throw him back into the team. He is going to use that hammer to get out of there. The tornadoes are going to come down, but hit no one of any importance. But Apollo is back up, and he's going to come in. That lazy back by Lazarus is going to be enough for Apollo to get that kill. That Tectonic Rift is perfectly placed, blocking that Artemis. She's taking a lot of damage. That Geb shield is on her. She may be able to live. The tornado's looking to go over the wall, not going to go over the wall. They're looking to chase her down. They have the slide. They have the hammer. They are looking to catch this kill. There goes the hammer. He's looking to shift. Berserker's Barrage comes out. The So Beautiful misses, and the Tectonic Rift is going to be enough to finish it with that basic auto attack.
Yeah, overall, really well played by Chaos, getting a lot of early kills, but just staying way too long. They got a little too greedy trying to get that Athena and let Thor and Apollo both come in and get the kills after they had already died.
Yeah, that was just extremely greedy on the part of Chaos. They had easily won that. There was no need to chase that Athena. They chased that Athena, which wasn't bad, but once they saw that once they saw that Thor come back in, we're actually going to see a little bit of engagement in that mid lane. Herky looking to ult. The ult is going to come across, going to hit that Ao Kuang. He's putting a lot of damage on. The special delivery is going to throw him right into Agni, but his basic auto attacks are going to be enough to finish that Ao Kwang off.
Yeah, even with one death, Mercury already has 2 kills, and that's going to be extremely dangerous for the side of Order, just because Mercury is such a powerful god, and if he gets started, it's very hard to stop him.
Yeah, he is an extremely strong god if he gets fed. They're looking to tower dive in that right lane. Special delivery is going to throw that Hebo into the wall. The boulder's coming out from Hercules. It's going to hit twice. The stun from Agni is going to be enough. Les is going to pick that up with a look at me now.
Wow.
Or made you look.
Yeah. This is very, very aggressive plays by Chaos and paying off for them. Already 6 versus 3, 6 kills versus 3 deaths over the entire team. Very well done. And now we're going to just see everybody try and kind of go back to their lanes. A lot of damage coming out all over the map, and so everybody wants to just back off for a little bit, have a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, Chaos knows they have an advantage right now, and they're pressing it. They're tower diving at level 5, level 6, which you don't see a lot, but they know they have so much damage right now, especially with a Mercury that already has now 3 kills. He is just going to be such a force to reckon with later in this game.
Also, something that we didn't actually say is Mercury did go down in that engagement over there. He did take too much shots from the tower, even though he did kill Hebo. So very well done by Hebo, just staying around long enough for that Mercury to die, but still, Mercury did pick up the kill.
Yeah, and we're going to see both our hunters with those dev gloves, so they're both in that duo lane, just farming up those dev gloves, trying to get full lifesteal, full all of that stacks on that. Nothing really of interest coming out there, just kind of poking each other.
Yeah, Dev's Glove is something that's seen a lot of use lately. It didn't get seen a few months ago, but now almost every game, if you don't see a Dev's Glove in a game, there's something going wrong. Just because of how potent the item can be, giving that lifesteal.
In the right lane, we're actually going to see the boulder coming down, the Mercury, and the Hercules in that. The water spout is going to knock off the Hercules, and it is going to be enough to get that to let that tower get the kill. So a good play on the part of Hebo to know that he was going down and to use his water spout and his water cannon just as he was about to fall to pick up that kill to make it a 1-for-1 instead of a 1-for-0. So now they're just bullying him in that lane, and that Hercules is just putting so much damage down onto that Hebo right now in that lane. He's hitting all his Earthbreakers, all of his Tiger Strikes. Everything is hitting right now, and everything is connecting right now. So, yeah,
and something that's interesting is Hebo usually does better against Hercules, just being able to poke him down even with Hercules' heal, until Hercules starts getting a little bit more protections. And as we see, he already has Stone of Gaia, so he's pretty well in that department.
Thor get caught out. The Athena ult is going to come on him. This hammer is going to be enough for him to get away.
Yeah, just a lot of aggression coming out from Chaos. They're chasing after this Athena and Thor, wanting to get a little bit. They're going to pull off a little just after Athena throws her spear, but they're looking for something.
Dive into that tower. He almost picks him up with that made you look, and now
Agni's coming in.
The Spirit Tempest is just going to miss. The Geb rollout is going to be enough to get the kill. The Mercury ultimate is going to get him out of there. He is now looking to get out of there. His team is right next to him. They're going to pick up a kill onto that Geb. Geb staying a little bit too long. Now Thor, thinking about chasing, decides not to chase. In the right lane, we have another engage going on. Nothing really happening there. They're just kind of fighting each other out. In the mid lane, Mercury is going to fall to that So Beautiful from Royal Force. The Tusky has gone down. Athena is taking a lot of damage from that Artemis.
Yeah, lots of damage coming out on both sides. Both teams being really, really aggressive. Neither one wanting to end this fight. Now Artemis is being chased by Grishank. Grishank throws out that Monier's attunement. He brings out the Berserker Barrage and basic attacks Archerman and Artemis to death.
Yeah, that's a long, prolonged fight there.
Yeah. Neither team really wanted to let that be the end of it. They wanted to get a little bit more out of that fight, just because neither team got that many kills in that really, really prolonged fight. Overall, just looking at builds, we see both hunters vying to not go for that Heartseeker. We usually see one hunter go for a Heartseeker instead of boots right away, just to get a little bit more damage. and if they feel like they can win. And at this point, but we are going to see both opt to go straight into boots. Maybe they might pick up the Heartseeker a little bit later on, but right now they're not.
Yeah, and we're going to see both Magicals on the side of Order actually picking up that Warlock stash. So they're going to forego a little bit of power for that tankiness when we see that Agni just going straight for that Bancroft's Talon, so straight damage with that one.
Yeah, and we see Lassus constantly being in that solo lane, just is really showing his presence to this Hebo, making sure he can't do anything in his lane other than stay in tower and farm. Just make sure he stays there and does nothing.
Yeah, and they're just pushing him up to his tower all day right now.
Yeah, lots of push coming out from Order, still being pretty aggressive, backing off a little bit more, not doing much lately, but they're going to probably be looking for a Gold Fury or some objective soon. One team is. Just to try and get back, either get back into the game or secure your lead even further.
In the right lane, we're actually seeing Hebo get hit into that wall. He is going to use the Crushing Wave to get himself out of there. If he has an Earthbreaker, the boulder goes down. It's not going to be enough. He's now putting the damage back on Hercules, but with that mitigate wounds, he is negating so much damage. Here comes the Sonic Boom from Mercury. He is looking to finish this off. The Special Delivery is going to throw him into it, and one basic auto attack from Lazarus on that Mercury is going to be enough to finish him off. But the Anvil Dawn is going to come down right on top of Hercules. He's going to fall. Tectonic Rift is going to hit next. The Defender of Olympus is coming across Berserker's Barrage, putting down so much damage, but that Cataclysm is helping that Mercury stay alive. He's in that backlines. He's getting out. Agni's now putting down so much with those meteors. Athena's falling low. Mercury, Special Delivery, is going to throw him in the wall. Spirit Tempest coming across. It's going to hit. Agni's going to take a lot of damage there, but he's going to pop that potion. Tectonic Rift is going to catch him just at the end. That Geb shield is going to cleanse him, but that Lazarus is going to pick up another kill with that Mage. You look at that max range, and he is just putting out so much damage right now.
Yeah, he's just getting so many kills. He's 6-3 right now, and he knows it. You know, we're going to see Elasis try and take that damage buff, and actually does it. And Ao Kuang, you know, is not happy about that. Coming around and seeing that it going to be a little bit hurt. Usually, Ao Kuang would get that damage camp if his team was able to secure it.
Yeah, and another thing is, when you have that super hyper carry such as a Mercury, usually the only way that teams can really shut him down is if you CC him. Because he's not that tanky. So he's going to try and get into your back lines, and if you can CC him right away and use all your mages and your burst on him, he will be eliminated from that fight. But with that Geb shield, he is getting that cleanse and that shield every single time that he is just surviving so many of these fights right now.
Yeah, and also, I wanted to say something. Hebo just used his Aegis on a Hercules pull, just because he didn't want to get pulled into the tower, which was a good play. But now that Aegis is down, and Hercules is going to be able to capitalize on that if he so desires. And then we're going to see Athena in trouble, getting hit by that trap. They have a lot of damage coming out on her. Geb Cataclysm going to stun her out. She is in the wrong place. She's going to use Defender of Limits to try and get out. That Anvil of Dawn coming in, stunning Geb. She does. Athena does go down, but now Thor is in trouble as well. Well, both Mercury and Artemis chasing him down, and now Geb is looking for that kill. He does get that kill with a rollout, and now Royal Force is going to be the next. Oh no, they're just going to pull off. They don't want to go in anymore. Good play, seeing as a lot of them were down. But Lass is going to ult all the way to mid lane and take out Tyshawn very, very quickly.
Yeah, they really just had all control in that fight. There was nothing the side of Order can do. And now they're looking for that Gold Fury. But Mercury taking so much damage. Apollo not going in just for the fear of the other team being there and wanting to secure this Gold Fury. He is getting dangerous. The Agni is here. They're putting down a lot of damage. It's a 4-on-1. The chase is on. The dash. The flame. The Mercury is coming. He is in a corner. He is stuck between a rock and a hard place right there. Not much he could do. Mercury lives with barely any health. Now we see Thor rotating over, looking to do something. Not much he could do off here. He's going to hit that at max range, but he is not going to follow up with those Geb shields. It's not going to be anything he could do right now.
Yeah, that was a really, really greedy play by Apollo. He could have just pulled off. And as soon as he saw Geb there, but he went in harder when he saw Geb, trying to get that Gold Fury and secure it, try and get something out of that fight. And in the end, it just did not work out for him.
Yeah, but you can't really blame him for at this point of the game. They really need something like that. They need to kind of, they're at that point where they have to make those kind of plays.
Yeah, over in the right lane, we saw Thor use Anvil of Dawn onto that the Hercules and stun him, and then Hebo used Crushing Wave to kill it to finish off that Hercules, along with a few other abilities of Hebo's. And just bringing out so much damage at this point. Hebo can.
Yeah, and now Mercury's still in those back lines. He's looking for that Hebo. The Sonic Move's going to come across. Special Delivery is going to throw him in a wall. He is just going to get melted. Nothing that Hebo could do right there. So much damage that Mercury's putting across right now. There is really nothing anyone can do to stop him right now.
Yeah, he's doing a very, very good job in that jungling role. And at this point, he has that Golden Bow, which gives him just that little bit of crit chance, which that Made You Look can hit so hard at that point. It is a very, very scary item. We're going to see, over in the jungle, on the Chaos side, we're going to see Grishank trying to steal that damage, but not realizing Agni was there, and go down to both Artemis and Agni very, very quickly, wanting to get a little bit, do a little bit of counter jungling, and did not realize that Agni was there.
Yeah, he was just a little bit too deep there, especially at this point in the game where they have such an advantage. And now
then we see
Athena get caught out. Apollo is going to get out of there with that mez, but Athena is going to follow the basic attacks from that Artemis.
Yeah, Chaos going back to being very, very aggressive, just picking up kills here and there. Now Mercury trying to steal some back camps, going to pull off when he sees Hebo, but at this point, we've already seen him 1v1 Hebo already. I'm pretty sure he could do it again.
And now they're just looking to take down this left tower. Geb is just standing there. I don't care if I have minions. I'll tank it anyway. I have shields. That tower is going to fall so quickly. That Artemis who's 5 and 2 is someone who's going to be putting out a lot of damage. She's another hyper carry. They have a lot of people on their team who are extremely heavy carries. That wall, the Cataclysm is going to come down. Thor is going to pop the beads. Here comes the Defender of Olympus. Hercule Boulder is going to come down. He is going to be able to get away. Now they're looking to do something off that, but they are going to disengage, or are they still looking to go in? Apollo still shooting out auto attacks. Athena still staying around in that mid lane. We have Mercury, Ao Kuang, and Hebo doing the dance. Agni's coming into mid lane. Hercules is going to blink in. He's going to miss that Earth Shaker. Now the fight is on.
Now Hercules is in trouble. He's in the mid tower. A lot of damage coming out of him. He's going to use that driving strike to get away, but he gets hit by that Spirit Tempest at the very, very end of it by dashing back in. And he got very low, but as we all know, Hercules is so powerful, and also Hercules is that mitigate wounds, which can heal him for so much, especially if he takes damage. He
intentionally walked back into that ultimate from that Ao Kuang because he has that level 5 mitigate wounds, which actually gives him 120% of that healing. We're actually going to see Artemis kill that Apollo in a boxing match in that duo lane. We're going to see in the right lane, Sonic Boom's going to come across. Hebo's taking so much damage, but that beats is going to be enough to get him out of there. Now he's looking for more damage. He's going to hit another Made You Look. Now they're looking to collapse on him. Ao Kuang is coming, but he is coming around the wrong way. Not going to cut him off. Now Mercury wants to go back in. He knows he can. He's looking for more Made You Looks. Not doing anything right there. Missing, and he is going to back off.
Yeah, we see now Thor in trouble. 3 members of Chaos coming in on him. That Cataclysm from Geb going to stun him out, by a little bit more time for Hercules Boulder, and just goes down.
He got crushed by that boulder. That boulder does so much damage right now.
Yeah, very, very good finishing move for Hercules. Just especially with his kit, he can push you into tower, let the tower do a bunch of shots, and as you're walking away, throw a boulder at you.
Yeah, and the side of Chaos is up almost 8,000 gold right now, so there is very little that Order can do right now, and Chaos just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing their advantage. Now they're looking for that Gold Fury, going to push it even more, and they're all grouped. They know there's little they can do. The side of Order is rotating around. They are just destroying that thing so quickly with that Mercury and Artemis. It is ridiculous how fast that falls. Now they're looking to engage. The Geb blink. Mercury looking for that Ao Kuang and Hebo. Not going to find him. Here comes the dash. Here comes comes the Meiju Look, not going to put out enough damage to do anything. They're just going to head back to that mid lane, look to push towers. That ultimate is up. Here comes the Sonic Boom. He is going to hit. The Earthshaker is going to hit. Crushing Wave is going to have to be used to escape. Mercury is now waiting in the back lines for him. He is going to pop that Maximum Velocity, that special delivery into the wall. That is going to be one dead Hebo. Anvil of Dawn comes down, hits no one. He's going to use that Tectonic Rift, but he is in 4 men. The Athena Confound. The Spirit Tempest is going to connect, putting out a lot of damage, but is it enough? Hercules is in there tanking it up. Mercury putting out so much damage that Hercules is just going to dash through him, and there comes the surrender from the blue team, from the side of Order, knowing that there was nothing they could do there at that point.
Yeah, very well played by this side of Chaos, being very aggressive at the beginning and not letting up. They knew when they got that a few kills onto that Mercury, they could just aggress. Mercury is such a heavy hyper carry. If you get the few kills on him and without that many deaths, it can be very, very hard to shut him down.
Yeah, he is. If he gets to that more late game stage, there's really nothing a team can do about him. He is just putting out so much damage. He hits so hard, especially with that Meiju Look and that Golden Bow combo, hitting multiple people with that, hitting people that he actually didn't even hit with that. Even if he misses a little bit, hits someone else, that could still hit someone. It was just doing so much damage, and he wasn't even at nearly full build yet, and we saw how much damage he was doing. He didn't even have that Rage yet, that Deathbringer. It was insane how much damage he was putting out for not having that many items yet.
Yeah, and also we're going to see on that Artemis, her build, she built into an Executioner, which we've seen a little bit more of now that Kensai's got a price increase. And Executioner just shreds through protections. You saw her just shredding through Athena. Even though Athena only had Sovereignty, still a very, very good item for defense, and it just not even mattering to Artemis.
Yeah, she was putting out a lot of damage. Everyone on that side of Chaos was just putting out a lot of damage. If we look over at the player damage, we're going to see Mercury easily putting out that most damage in the game, more than almost triple anyone on the side of Order at about 15,000, when the person with the most damage on the side of Order had about 6,700 on that Thor. Artemis coming in second with 12,000 damage. No one even coming close to that on the side of Order, so you can just see how much more damage they were doing. It was insane. And if we actually look at another interesting point, if we look at the structure damage, the side of Order never touched a single tower with a single auto attack. Never once. So that shows that from the start of the game to the very end of the game, the side of Chaos had such complete dominance.
Yeah, most definitely. The side of Chaos just, with that early attack on Apollo, just trying to bring down people as quickly as they could. Apollo having to go back even before the game started and heal up after getting about half health down, and they just kept aggressing from there. It was an amazing play. Elastus landing so many of those special deliveries and those Meiju Looks, just doing so much damage in this game.
Yeah, there's really nothing to say other than just that they had so much damage comparatively, and especially with that Geb shield allowing those carries, that especially someone like Mercury who has to be in those back lines to do damage, allowing him to be safe, allowing to cleanse him from that CC, just allowing him to put out the most possible damage that he could.
Yeah, most definitely. Anyway, as always, I am Red Runner.
And I am Brad FF7.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.